This is TWiT.
Monarch, the thing that also is known as One Outlook, Microsoft's attempt to bring all its various Outlook desktop clients together and create them so that they're all based on the same code base. That effort is moving forward. Last leak we had about that was from Windows Central last year, saying it was going to happen last year. But, there's a pandemic and, stuff gets delayed. So, yeah, it seems like it's about to happen this year instead. And I'm hearing that we might hear a big announcement from Microsoft about this in March, late March, early April timeframe. That they may go public with it and say, hey, we've got this thing we've been working on called One Outlook, and we're trying to bring together all our different clients. It's going to look a lot like Outlook for the web looks like right now, but this will be the client for the web, Mac, Win32. It'll work on Intel, ARM. It's going to be a single code base that'll work everywhere and be basically the same Outlook in one place. It won't be the same Outlook as on mobile. So there's also products on mobile called Outlook that aren't really Outlook. They're a Comply technology that Microsoft bought, but they rebranded everything Outlook just so it would look like there was one Outlook, even though there were many Outlooks. But yeah, that's kind of where we're at with this. I'm hearing that it could go to insiders late March, early April. By July or August, that it could go to insiders in the slow channel. And then the idea is when the next version, the next feature update of Windows 11 and Windows 10 come out in around October, or at least the fall of this year, that there'll be the new Outlook pinned to that product so that you'll have the option to use it in place of the mail and calendar apps that are built into Outlook. Built into Windows now. They're not going to force you and say you have to use this Outlook in place of the built-in mail and calendar, at least not yet. But I think that the idea will be, let's get people to try it. Let's get people excited about it. Let's pin it there and let people say, oh, look, there's an Outlook here. Let me try it out and see how it is. Yeah, I like that they're not going to try to force it on people immediately, because especially for Outlook Windows users, they're very attached to their Outlook, and there are a lot of features in there that are not going to be in the Outlook web client. And I think using a carrot versus a stick approach and doing a gradual migration is a good idea.
These guys, they're going to need therapy when this change happens.
They are. Yeah.
So we're going to hear howls of pain.
I think so. I'm excited, though, because I think the mail and calendar app, so there are some people who love the mail and calendar app that's built into Windows. I find it very frustrating and limiting.
Yeah, there's no accounting
and I would
for
love
taste.
I would love to see Outlook replace that, like if it was real.
Oh, yeah, like today.
Amazing.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Yeah.
A PWA version of Outlook.com would be better.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. But anyway,
So
that's what I'm hearing from my contacts.
I'm excited that you wrote
at.
about this. I get questions about this all the time. There's not a lot of info out there.
No.
I'm glad to see there are plans to put it in Windows 11, et cetera, et cetera. So
the funny part is a lot of people inside Microsoft are using Monarch One Outlook.
Yeah. Interesting. Okay.
That's where they've been testing it. They've been testing it inside, right? So I periodically ping the administrator of the Outlook at Microsoft. I'm like, hey, could I get in on this? And they send back, no. But I'm like, you can't blame me for trying. I'm going to keep paying them. They send me a nice little polite note. You are not granted access to this. No. And I send back a little appeal, and nothing ever comes back. It just goes into the abyss.